Good afternoon. I'm here with your guys' stories. Today we're going to be reading them from the Stories of Inspiration section. I haven't read any of these yet, so we'll be reading them for the first time together. The first one I thought we would read is called Answered Prayer, with a question mark at the end. It's by Timothy Johnson. "Do you really think we should do this?" asked the young wife. "Come on, Cindy, we talked about this last night." "Jeff, it made sense last night, but today, sitting here in the car right in front of the bank, I don't know if it's what the Lord wants us to do or not." Now we both agreed that we would fill out the application, and if it's the Lord's will, He would make sure it would be approved. We've only been married just over a year, and our financial house is a mess. I don't understand how borrowing more money is going to help. Besides, I've been thinking, if it is not the will of the Lord for us to get the loan, then would it be His will for us to fill out the application? Cindy, we went through this last night. In mid-sentence, Jeff was interrupted by a loud bell. Two people came running out of the bank. They were clothed completely in black. Both had ski masks over their face. Each individual had a gun in one hand and a large bag in the other. They jumped into the car parked in front of Jeff. "Okay, Dottie?" And Cindy's 15-year-old Chevy that sped off around the corner. As soon as the black Olds was out of sight, Jeff started the engine and stepped on the gas. "What are you doing, Jeff? Why are you going after bank robbers? They just robbed the bank." "Our money problems are over." "What are you talking about? They have all the money." "Look, honey, we'll follow them and get the reward." "What's wrong with you, Jeff? We can't apprehend bank robbers. We don't have a gun or anything. You're not a cop. You cook in a restaurant." Both cars had slowed down, mingling into traffic. Jeff was following about a block behind. "Don't you get it? We'll follow them, find out where they go, and they'll call the police in a few days. We will collect a reward, maybe even a key to the city." "I don't like this. I don't like this one bit, Jeff Peterson." The tone of Cindy's voice, plus the fact she used both his first and last names, would normally cause Jeff to stop whatever he was doing, maybe try again later, but with this, there would be no later, and he knew it. "Honey, sweetheart, this is the answer to our prayers that we have been looking for." Her reaction was silent, but spoke volumes. She turned her face away and looked out the passenger's window. "Look at it this way, sweetheart. Last night we both decided to come to the bank." Her shoulders tightened. She did not want to be reminded of that, but he had to go through the steps, or he would have never convinced her. "When we got here, the Lord put doubt in our mind, which delayed our entry to the bank. If we had just walked in, we would have been in there while the bank was being robbed. God delayed us, and now He is about to provide the money we need to get us out of the financial mess we are in. I really don't think God would answer our prayer that way." She was still looking out the window. "God works in mysterious ways. Look, they are getting on the interstate." Jeff, don't get on the interstate, please. "I'm sure God would rather have us learn how to handle our money the right way than have men rob a bank and get us out of the hole." "Cindy, where's your faith?" "It is with God, not in the backseat of a stolen car." Jeff decided he shouldn't have attacked her faith. Maybe some humor. "We knew they stole money from the bank. We don't know if the car is stolen or not. If they would rob from a bank, why not steal a car or kill someone following them?" Cindy's tone let Jeff know full well that the conversation was over, and if he knew what was good for him, this chase would end as well. But financial stability was only a black Olds away. The trip down the interstate was only for 3 exits. Jeff maintained his distance, but always kept the Oldsmobile in sight. However, because the stoplight at the end of the off-ramp, Jeff and Cindy were now directly behind the car containing the bank's money. The thieves drove into a residential area. As they pulled into a driveway of a home with an unattached garage, the garage door opened. obviously from a garage door opener from inside the car. The thieves were safe at home. Get the address, Cindy, get the address, and we'll go to a payphone and turn them in. Jeff, don't slow down. Just go around the block and turn into the alley that goes behind the house. Cindy seemed excited. What? Go turn, just go. Around the corner and into the alley, Jeff starts to bring the car to a stop. Jeff, pull up behind the garage. What are you talking about? Just do it. Jeff stops the car behind the garage. See, the garage itself blocks the view from the house. Cindy, you didn't want anything to do with this, and now you seem excited. We don't need to be here. We need to get to a payphone and call the cops. Look, Jeff, there is an old window in the back of the garage. If we are quiet, they will never know that we were in here. What are you talking about? We saw them walk into the house. They closed the garage door, and they did not have the bags with them. The bags have to be in the garage. So? What's wrong with you? A reward would be what? Possibly a couple $1,000? We need a lot more than that to get out of debt. I bet there is much more in that back seat of that car. What's wrong with you? God don't want us to steal. Jeff, does the money belong to the people we are taking it from? Well, no. That's what God brought us here for. We'll take the money from the thieves. They will learn their lesson. We will get the money we need, and the bank will have the money replaced by the FDIC. Sweetheart, this is crazy. Jeff, it ain't stealing if the people we are taking it from don't own it. Are you sure you want... The passenger door closing ended the conversation. Jeff got out of the car, and the two of them are now standing under the window. Cindy, getting down on all fours, tells Jeff, climb on my back and go through the window. The usually talkative young man, without a word, puts one foot on his wife's back, grabs the windowsill, swings the window open, and is now halfway in. Can you do it? Can you get in? Cindy is the talkative one now. Jeff feels her push both his feet as he goes head first through the open window. Ouch! Can you move? Yes, I can move. Then get the money and let's get out of here, Cindy whispers loudly. Looking in the back seat, there they were, two large bags. Jeff also finds the car's doors unlocked. Jeff thinks guys in a hurry don't think to lock doors. Man, I gotta get out of here. Jeff throws the bags through the window he came in. Cindy picks them up off the ground and throws them in the back seat of their vehicle and places herself into the driver's seat of the pursuit vehicle turned getaway car. Jeff uses the front bumper of the car to get out of the garage as he used his wife's back to get in. After tumbling down on the grass behind the garage, Jeff jumps into the car. Cindy puts the car into drive, and off they go. 2 hours later, at the Peterson kitchen table, the young couple finishes counting their newfound fortune. Look at this, sweetheart. $27,000 and $27,560. That's enough to pay off all that we owe and almost enough for a down payment on a home. God has really blessed us today. I don't know, Jeff. Maybe we should turn it in. You were so wishy-washy, always changing your mind. Knock, knock. Jeff, someone is at the door. It can't be Opportunity. He already knocked today. I'll get it. Jeff was startled when he saw the 3 uniformed police officers on the other side of the door. The tallest of the 3 was the only one that spoke. Mr. Peterson? Jeff Peterson? Yes, officer, that's me. The young man's voice was shaken. Mr. Peterson, the First National Bank was robbed this morning, and immediately after the thieves left the bank, the guard ran outside, and he reported seeing a car with your driving plates around the corner. We found that car out in front of this apartment. Would you mind if we have a look around? Oh, God, no, were the only words Cindy could say as she stood there with $1,000 of 20s in her hand. That's where the story ends, except for down here at the bottom it tells you about the author, where he's a correctional officer. He is also a pastor, but that's where the story leads off. So I guess they're going to get in trouble for taking the money. They got caught after all. It was not God's will for them to steal. So that one was a pretty good one. It had us going, didn't it? It was like really suspenseful. We wanted to see what was going to happen. I'm trying to figure out which one here to read to you guys next. Let me make sure the YouTube still got me on. Yes. Wow. That story took 10 minutes, guys. My goodness. I'm going to see if I can find a short story to go with it. Hold on. This one's too long. I hate to give you guys just one story. I hate to give you guys just one story, but I didn't know that one was going to be that long. Okay, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to stop with this story on this video, and then I'll go make another video and put another story on it. So that way you guys will get your 2 stories today. But because this one's over 11 minutes already, and I know you guys don't like them being long. You like the short videos. So I'm going to stop here. I love you guys. I'm going to get ready to make you guys another video. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and I'll see you here in a few minutes. Love you guys.